Some people are born into wealth, others are forced to understand it. This is the story of a girl who watched her mother lose everything and swore she would never make the same mistake. She didn't chase love, she didn't chase comfort, she chased opportunity. And, when it finally came, she used it so wisely, it made her rich. Gwen was raised by a single mother who carried the weight of two lives, but her mother wasn't always struggling. She once had a future, a college education, a promising career. Then came Gwen's father, charming, convincing. He promised love, stability, a better life. Under pressure from him and his family, she gave up everything: her education, her career, her independence. To them, a woman's ambition was a burden, especially an orphan with no family backing. Less than a year into the marriage, everything fell apart. He cheated, and by the time she found out, she was already pregnant. When Gwen was born, the disappointment was loud, not because she was unhealthy, but because she was a girl. Soon after, his mistress became pregnant, with a boy. That was all it took. Gwen and her mother were thrown out, with nothing. From that moment on, life became survival. Her mother worked multiple jobs, barely sleeping, barely eating, just to keep Gwen alive. And Gwen saw everything: the exhaustion, the tears, the regret. She learned early, love without power is dangerous. Despite everything, Gwen was brilliant. She earned a scholarship to a prestigious college, a place filled with the wealthy elite, top of her class, sharp, observant. Many rich students noticed her. Some asked her out. She refused them all, especially Alex, rich, confident, persistent. But Gwen had seen men like him before, men who promise everything and leave you with nothing. Then life struck again. Her mother was diagnosed with cancer. Treatment was expensive, far beyond what Gwen could afford. She worked more jobs, but it felt like pouring water into a bottomless pit. And then, she made a decision. She said yes to Alex. At first, it looked like she gave in. Luxury, gifts, money, parties, galas, yachts. But Gwen wasn't distracted. She was studying, listening carefully to conversations, watching what the wealthy invested in, learning how money moved. Quietly, she started investing. Small at first, then smarter, then bigger. When Alex proposed, she accepted. He wanted her to quit school, to become a stay-at-home wife. She agreed, but unlike her mother, she didn't stop building her future. She continued studying online, kept investing, kept building connections. Every party was a classroom, every conversation was an opportunity. 5 years passed, her mother recovered, her investments grew, and Alex started changing. Late nights, the scent of another woman. Gwen didn't panic. She investigated and found the truth. Another girl, younger, from college. History was repeating itself, but Gwen was not her mother. She didn't confront him. She didn't beg. She prepared, because she knew. Opportunity doesn't come twice, unless you're ready for it. Soon, Alex demanded a divorce, cold, distant, without remorse. He planned to leave her with nothing. And yes, it hurt. 5 years of marriage. And still, a small part of her had hoped. Maybe he was different. But when the moment came, Alex expected tears, begging, desperation. Gwen gave him none, just a calm signature. And a quiet, "Take care." That afternoon, the divorce was finalized. While Alex celebrated his freedom, Gwen went home, not to the house they once shared, but to the one she bought herself. Simple, elegant, peaceful. For the first time in years, she was alone and in control. If you found this valuable, like, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. This could be the push they need to level up their money mindset. And months later, Alex was chasing a deal. A big one. His company had been trying to secure a partnership with Apex, a fast-rising powerhouse in the investment world. Landing Apex would save his failing image. Finally, the meeting was approved. High-level, private, important. Alex walked in, confident, ready to impress. Then the door opened, and everything changed. Gwen walked in, calm, composed, unshaken, not as a guest, not as someone's plus one, but as the major shareholder of Apex. For a moment, Alex couldn't breathe. This was the woman he thought he left with nothing. But now, she sat across from him. Above him, regret hit instantly because his life had collapsed. His mistress got pregnant. He married her in a rush. No prenup, no caution. Then the truth came out. The child wasn't his. Now he was trapped in a brutal court case. His wife demanding half of everything, his finances falling apart, his reputation cracking, and the one woman who truly understood value. He had thrown her away. Back in the meeting, Gwen remained calm, professional, focused. She listened, analyzed, calculated. Then, she approved the partnership, not out of love, not out of weakness, but from clarity. Because Gwen understood something Alex never did. Wealth isn't built on emotions. It's built on decisions. Partnering with his company made sense. It was profitable, strategic, smart. As the meeting ended, Alex hesitated. He wanted to speak, apologize, go back. But Gwen simply stood, gathered her files and said, looking forward to a successful partnership. Nothing more, because she no longer needed his validation, his presence, or his world. She built her own.